Bangladesh is undergoing a major political crisis that began with widespread protests in July 2024. Initially, these protests were led by students demanding the end of the controversial civil service job quota system. However, the movement quickly escalated into broader anti-government demonstrations with calls for Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to resign. Why it happened? The protests were fueled by growing dissatisfaction with Sheikh Hasina's government, which had been in power since 2009. The immediate trigger was the government's handling of job quotas, but underlying issues like corruption, authoritarian governance, and the suppression of dissent had been brewing for years. When the government violently cracked down on protesters, killing hundreds and injuring thousands, the situation spiraled out of control. By early August, the protests had intensified and Hasina was forced to resign and flee the country. Her departure marked the end of a significant era in Bangladeshi politics but also plunged the country into uncertainty. Current situation: in the aftermath of Hasina's resignation, Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus was appointed to lead an interim government. The interim administration is tasked with stabilizing the situation and preparing the country for democratic elections. Yunus has called for calm and pledged to investigate the recent violence, promising accountability for those responsible. The transition, however, remains fraught with challenges. The country is still reeling from the violence and there is significant tension as various political factions jockey for power. The international community, including the United Nations, is closely monitoring the situation, urging for a peaceful and transparent transition of power. As of now, Bangladesh is in a precarious state, with hopes that the interim government can pave the way for a more stable and democratic future.